Displayed here is a 13,000 square foot office and training facility in Louisiana, with special permission from the architect. This project required 17 sheets of drawings, and it was finished in 266 hours. This PDF plot sheet set is the final submittal to the architect, showing all 17 sheets. Although this is a relatively small project, all of the processes of production and wide area collaboration are precisely the same, even for the largest, most complex projects. The architect sent a series of hand drawings as shown here. Some architects provide progress electronic CAD drawings. In this case, the architect took digital photographs of his hand drawings and emailed them. Information sent by the architect for project commencement is typically reviewed to determine if more information or clarification is required. A CAD production team then composes a list of questions to submit to the architect. For example, what are the slopes of the roofs, and are all the windows going to be storefront framing? Here are the responses to those two questions. There are 2 roof slopes to the building, and all windows are storefront framing. This is the first progress upload to the architect in the first week of production. These progress uploads should occur on a weekly basis. Typically, an upload includes exported files into AutoCAD format for the architect to send to his engineering consultants to use as backgrounds for their drawings. The poche here is part of the concrete slab in the model, which gets turned off later. This here is a quick rendering of the same model used to generate construction drawings, which does not show any grade or site conditions. An example of an AutoCAD drawing exported out of Revit for the architect's consultants is shown here. The dimensions are associative. The doors are blocks. Revit defaults to the AI standard layering system, but can be modified to any layering settings required by the architect and/or. Adobe Acrobat or Autodesk's design review can be used to mark up images of the sheets. The markups are in red wall section keys submitted to the architect for approval. The blue markups are made by the CAD production team, and the architect is not involved in these processes. After generating the views for the wall sections from the Revit model, there were certain areas of the sections which needed further detailing. Live internet sessions with the architect focused on these areas. The architect was able to then put together some hand sketches and emailed them. This plot sheet set is the second week of production, uploaded as a progress to the architect. Notice that the graphics for the sections and details are more diagrammatical views taken from the model. Further 2D detailing, notes, and dimensions will be added to these views as they are developed each week. A Revit model takes some time to develop before one starts to finally see results in the drawing sheets. The architect then sent more detailed information after reviewing the latest progress upload and after live internet sessions. Many details can be downloaded as CAD drawings from the manufacturer's websites. This first shows the restroom stall specifications, then a section of a counter with a steel bracket support. The next is a sonic wall panelfold 1212 selected, which would not fit in plan. It was verified with the architect that the panelfold 66 was correct. It was verified with the architect that the sonic wall panelfold 66 was correct. Since the 3D model of the sonic wall panelfold 1212 was already created, it was just a matter of changing the panelfold 12-inch to a 6-inch, and then the model would change instantly. After loading this model family back into the building, it's just a matter of selecting the new size. The architect copied some interior elevations from a previous project and fact as a layout reference. The spec information for the toilet partitions were referenced from the manufacturer's website, modeled as families, then inserted into the building model. The next item shows an LK triple compartment scullery sink, also referenced from the website and modeled as a family. The next item shows hand-sketched details of the storefront head jamb and sill conditions. The next progress upload was held back because the architect had communicated that he had a few more details to incorporate into the set, and some more red lines from reviewing the previous progress upload, and from the structural engineer's review. Finally, the architect was able to sit down and fine-tune the drawings with red lines, but red lines were minimal as a result of close communication with the architect via emails, phone calls, and FTP uploads and downloads. This sliding plan was submitted by the electrical engineer in AutoCAD format, which was overlaid into the Revit model and used as a guide to insert 3D fixtures and ceiling tiles. This concludes the presentation of the collaboration process with an architect.